Good morning, everyone. Again, if somebody could just make sure that you can type in the chat just to make sure you can all still hear me, that would be great. But what I will do is start, and that's great. Thanks, Mark. What I'm planning to do is because a lot of you are already aware of Nexus, so I'm not going to go into the whole spiel. You'll be all followed up individually. What I would like to do first and foremost is just make you aware of some other events that we'll be running across this quarter in advance of handing over to Charlie to run through the content of today's webinar. So for those that are interested beyond Office 365 and the components included within, we've got also running SharePoint and events on the 11th of March. We've also got what Microsoft Link is transitioning to a Skype for Business event on the 18th of March. Again, that's just running through what's new with that. Without again not going into any further detail, I would now like to pass over to Charlie. Again, if anybody has any questions throughout this webinar, please feel free to use the chat box on the in the bottom left-hand corner. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Chris. Again, if somebody could just write in the chat screen just to make sure that you can also hear myself before I get going. That's great, thank you, Chris. And I believe Mark's just typing as well to say that he can hear. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to present my screen. So just to introduce myself, my name's Charlie Gilbert. I work for Microsoft here in the UK, based out of our lovely headquarters in Reading. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about Office 365 for Business. We're going to look into the plans, we're going to look into the benefits, hopefully get you some answers as well to some questions. What we'll do is we'll do a Q&A at the end, so you can ask any of those questions, whether it be how to move to Office 365, whether it be some, questions about some of the benefits, or more technical questions. I'm sure I'll be best placed to answer those for you. So let's get going. So what is Office 365? So Office 365 has been out for quite a number of years now, so I'm sure many of you are aware. Maybe you've got it for home use, maybe some of your kids use it at school, university or college. But then there's Office 365 for business as well. So Office 365, as the slide says, is your complete office in the cloud. It comes with the normal desktop applications, the Word, the Excel, the PowerPoint, OneNote, all of those types of stuff. But it also gives you Office on your mobile and tablets as well. So the benefit of Office 365 is it gives you more than one license per user. It gives you actually 5 licenses for PCs and Macs, and it gives you another 5 licenses for tablets and mobiles, and that's per user as well. But that isn't the only benefit of Office 365. It also comes with a lot of other great stuff. So one of those is business class email, and that's run through Exchange Online. So that's what we call hosted Exchange, which is taking probably what you're used to having an Exchange server on premise, or potentially you've got hosted Exchange with another company. What we do is we take the Exchange and put it into our data center, and that is what you connect to. So we have data centers in both Dublin and Amsterdam, and across the whole world. And what we do is we back up your data all the time. We make sure it's secure, we make sure it's safe, we financially back out SLA, we give you 24-hour, 7 days a week technical support, and also obviously with our partner ecosystem and with Nexus being one of our managed partners here in Microsoft, they can also give you that added extra support and that added extra service that we can't offer to every single customer around the world. So not only that, but it also comes with online document storage and file sharing. Now that's using OneDrive for Business and SharePoint. So OneDrive for Business allows you to have, currently it stands at 1 terabyte of storage space per user. But what we've actually just announced is unlimited storage per user for OneDrive for Business. So your users can have peace of mind that they can store all of their documents in the cloud, get the access to them on every device, whether they be a mobile, whether that be a tablet, whether you be on the move, whether you be in a different country, you can still get access to that. online meetings. So what we're using today, we're currently using Link 2013. Hopefully some of you have heard of the announcement around Skype for Business, and that will actually be taken over Link. And as Chris said right at the beginning of the webinar, they're actually hosting an event around Skype for Business. I recommend to attend it. There's some great new features. Skype for Business is a great product of ours that we really truly believe in, and something that we will be launching into Office 365 in the near future. Again, private social network. So it might not be something you've heard of, it might not be something you get use of, but it's something Microsoft are pushing in the sort of corporate and enterprise space. It's a product called Yammer. You should look at it as sort of Facebook for business. So it allows you to create groups and things along those lines that all of your users can access and post comments and really socialize. Microsoft use it here, and it's a great way for me to get answers to questions that my customers are asking me that potentially I don't know. I can post it on Yammer, and somebody from China, somebody from Sweden, somebody from America can post an answer to that question straight away. So it's just giving me feedback straight away on the answers that I need. And again, we touched on the financially backed SLA and the technical support. So Microsoft guarantee 99.9% uptime. And like I say, that's financially backed by Microsoft. So if we don't meet that, we will refund you your money. What I can say is for the last 6 quarters, I believe, we've gone over and above. So we've done 99.97, 99.98. So it's an incredible statistic that we've got. And it allows us to financially back our system and our service, so you can truly believe in investing in the cloud. So this is just some of the feedback that we've had from small to mid-market customers around Office 365 and prior to Office 365 and kind of what they need. So when I speak to customers and I ask them what their requirements are, I ask them what their pain points are, and they're always telling me we need to stay connected to our data, we need to get access to it on the move. We're constantly putting data on our servers, but we're getting viruses. We need to take our mail everywhere. We're getting downtime without email. That's a real big one. So there's a lot of companies out there that are still on POP email services that actually aren't any good for anybody. They don't sync across your devices. They're just coming down. It's not very secure. It's not very safe. So it's just some of the things that Microsoft has noticed and so the things that we've invested in within Office 365 to make sure that we're ticking all of those boxes for our customers. So how can Office 365 elevate your business? So Office 365 allows you to be productive anywhere. It allows you to work better together, protect what matters, and build for tomorrow. So it allows you to modernize your productivity and workforce of Office 365. This is basically telling you that you can access the data and work from anywhere on any time. A great scenario would be my family, for instance, are on Office 365, and my dad's business, when he goes on holiday now and he's in a hotel, for instance, and he's got to answer some emails or sign some documents or sign off an invoice or something along those lines, he can access it on a hotel PC, get access to it online, access that data, send an email with the attachment, and that's all using a PC that he's never used before and that potentially doesn't have the Office software. This is just some of the benefits of Office 365 brings. Working better together, so connecting with employees using things like Link and using things like SharePoint and the social aspect of that, allowing to work better together collaboratively. So what we call is co-authoring on documents, where more than one user can access the document at the same time and actually edit in sync on 2 different devices. Again, protecting what matters. So Microsoft are aware how important security, privacy and compliance is with businesses in the UK and Europe and worldwide. Microsoft invest heavily into this aspect, making sure that we tick all the boxes, making sure that we're part of all the compliancy features, we hit all of these different aspects that finance companies need to have and law firms look at. So Microsoft invest heavily, and you should all be aware that us investing is just helping businesses being able to move and feel safe with going to the cloud and not feeling like it's something that they don't believe in, for instance. And again, building for tomorrow. So meet your business goals by investing in Office 365. So the complete Office in the cloud, allowing you to maximize the technology investment. So Microsoft are aware that investing in servers and spending time fixing servers and spending time deploying servers and having potentially an IT guy in-house that does all this for you is almost a waste of money. It's something that you shouldn't be doing and something that somebody else should be. So this is where Microsoft will help. Microsoft will take all of that off your hands. It's all in our data centers, so we can do it for you. And it will allow the technical people within the organization to be more productive, potentially become SharePoint specialists or OneDrive specialists, and allow you to actually maximize their technology expertise rather than them just be fixing hardware all the time. So what I want to touch on is be productive anywhere, and just some of the benefits of Office 365. So again, what I said at the beginning, using Office on all of your devices. So as you can see on the screen, we've got an iPad, we've got an Android phone, we've got an iPhone, we've got a Windows phone and a normal Windows PC. We could add to that, we could add a Mac to that image as well. We could add a server to the image and allowing you to now being able to deploy Office on a server for remote desktop access. So like I said, it allows you to install Office apps on up to 5 PCs and Macs and 5 mobile devices / tablets per user. So it's allowing you, Microsoft had a study, I believe it's about 3.7 devices per user that they're recording in the UK and Europe. So what we're allowing you to do is be productive on all of those devices, not just one when you're in the office. Accessing your documents wherever you go. So this is OneDrive for Businesses, and this is actually OneDrive for Business online in the browser. So as you can see all of your documents listed down here with files and folders. You can also see who modified them last, whether the document is shared or if it's secure. And that you can also have peace of mind that Microsoft automatically backs your data up across our servers, across our data centers. So it's all nice and safe and secure. So some of you may be thinking around OneDrive for Business and thinking, well, that's brilliant when you've got internet connection, but what happens when you don't have internet connection? I'm not going to be able to get access to any of my data. So it's not strictly true. So Microsoft have a OneDrive for Business. Hi guys, I think I just dropped out quickly. Can you just double check that you can still hear me and still see my screen? Apologies for that. Yeah, Chris, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so Microsoft have a OneDrive for Business application which sits on the desktop. This allows you to sync all of your data offline. So once you've got offline access and you're editing, you're changing, you're renaming, you're deleting, you're creating documents and storing them in this OneDrive for Business application, it then syncs with the cloud. So if you don't have internet access, once you do, it will then sync. So it works just like Dropbox or Google Drive if you've ever used those products before. And like I said, Microsoft give you 1 terabyte of storage per user, so it's a lot of storage to get. And again, accessing this on different devices as well. As you can see on the screen, you can now see an iPad on the screen. This allows you to connect to OneDrive just like you can on a PC, and again on an iPhone or a Windows phone or something along those lines as well. So not only can you access Office on every device and OneDrive and all of your data on every device, but you can also access your mail on every device. So this is the Outlook Web Application 2013 version. And it looks just like Outlook 2013 that sits on your desktop. And it allows you to utilize a complete web experience for your mail. So you can go online and reply to email, create email, edit, delete email, all of those types of things. And with that, you've also got online web applications. So this is PowerPoint online. You also can have Word, Excel, and OneNote online as well. This allows you to edit, create documents online in the web browser. So if you're ever using a device which doesn't have Office installed locally, you can actually go online and access these documents and do all of the normal things that you can do offline on your applications. So it's just giving you that flexibility of no matter where you are, no matter what device you're on, as long as you're connected to the internet to access these things and these benefits, you can get hold of them. So this is just showing Link 2013 on different devices as well, allowing people to join via phone. I'm sure there's some people that have joined via phone today, allowing people to join via iPad. Again, like I said, please join in with the Skype for Business webinar that Chris and the Nexus team are hosting. It is an awesome product that we've released. It's made loads of changes and loads of benefits to what we've currently got in Link 2013. So I recommend to go and find out more there. So this is just showing off a little bit about what we've got in Outlook 2013 and some of the things that you can do within documents very quickly and easily. I won't waste too much time. I'll get more into the benefits of Office 365. This is just upgrades on our products of Office 2013. You're probably aware if there's any Mac users on the call. We've just launched the new version of Outlook for Mac. We are very close to launching Office for Mac as well. So stay tuned for that one. And again, with Office 365 and with the subscription-based software that Microsoft are now sort of promoting and releasing, we're going to see updates to Office more and more. So to get access to this, you need to be on Office 365 to get all these accesses and get all of these different benefits that we're going to start releasing more and more often. So working better together. So again, this is just showing off Link, which is what we're using today. You can all see my screen. You can all hear my voice. This is just one of the benefits. What Microsoft are trying to say here is that you can actually save quite a lot of money within an organization to stop going and meeting face to face, stop taking those train journeys to just go and meet one of your colleagues just to have a meeting. You can have that online through Link. You can present content. We could do a video call, so I could actually present my face right now and show you the office and show you where I'm working. You can present PowerPoint presentations like we're doing today. I could even take over one of your screens. So if you allowed me and you accepted, I could take over your screen and work on your PC, for instance. So again, just another thing that Outlook, so not only Outlook online, not only OneDrive online, not only the Office applications online, but also we've got the calendar and we've also got contacts online as well. So you can actually go into the browser and send out meeting requests, accept meeting requests, check out your calendar to see what you're doing today. And again, that can be done on your phone, that can be done on your tablet. So we're just pushing the point of no matter what device you're on, you can do all of these great things. Apologies, just to go back to that one. So with the Exchange Online aspect of Office 365, like I said, this is hosted Exchange. You can have your custom domain name. So for instance, we'll take mine, which is charliegilbert@microsoft.com, for instance. Microsoft.com can be hosted on Office 365. So if I owned a little flower shop and it was called floweruk.com, I could have that on Office 365 and it'd work just like your email does now with your custom domain name. So with Office 365, you get a 50 gig mailbox. So that's a huge amount of space. It comes with anti-spam and anti-malware protection, and also that financially backed SLA, so 99.9% uptime. Again, it syncs across all of your devices, so no matter what device you're on, your contacts, your calendar, and all of your mail with all of your folders will all sync across. So this is just showing you the sharing aspect within OneDrive for Business. So within OneDrive for Business, you can share internally and externally within your organization and outside of your organization. Once you share, the external user, for instance, can get access without them having a license of Office 365. It's one of the benefits. You don't need to license your customers. You can share documents with them and they can get access to that. You can also set the permissions for that document. So if you only wanted the customer to be able to view that document online, that's all they can do. However, you could say, actually, I want that customer to edit the document. So I want them to be able to download it, edit it, and re-upload it. And Office 365 and OneDrive for Business would allow you to do that. And there's an easily shared document with others. So there's an actual link that, say you made it public, you could actually take the link, post it online, for instance, and make that public to everybody. So everybody could get access to a certain document that you're trying to promote. And now within Office 2013, you can actually invite people directly into your document from, let's say, PowerPoint. So you can go to File, where you'd normally go Save As, and you can click on Share. You can click on Invite People, type in their email address, type in whether you want them to edit or view up in the top right-hand corner, and then just click on Share, and it'll send them an email with a link to that document. So, as I spoke about at the beginning with co-authoring, allowing you to work together in real time, this is just a screen grab of working on two different devices, but the users are actually in the exact same document editing it at the same time. So yeah, it's called co-authoring. As you can see here, it's got 5 authors editing. You can see a couple of the users up here on this PC, and you can actually lock out paragraphs within Word, titles or sentences. Within Excel, you can lock out rows, columns, or specific cells. And within PowerPoint, you can lock out slides. So you're actually able to work together on a document rather than you make your changes, then attach it to an email and send it to the guys to make their changes, then they send it to somebody else, and then you've got different versions here, there, and everywhere. Why not have one version, all access it at the same time and edit it together to then come up with your complete finalized version? I won't go into this too much. This is Yammer. So Yammer for Business is kind of like the Facebook for Business that I spoke about right at the beginning, allowing you to go on and collaborate with your users, connect with your employees. I did say it's more for corporate enterprise customers. We do see some small businesses get use out of this, and they actually use it for external use. So they have social aspects for their customers to go on and post technical responses or post feedback on websites and things along those lines. So if you feel like there could be a need for Yammer, then we could have a separate conversation, or Nexus can take a separate conversation with you and discuss it further, but I won't waste too much time on it. Again, just going into protecting what matters and just some of the security that Microsoft Office 365 provides. So we have anti-malware protection within Office 365. This isn't an add-on, this isn't a bolt-on that costs money. This just comes with every plan that includes Exchange Online. It allows you to avoid up to 98% plus of all inbound spam that comes in. We actually did a report the other day for one of my customers who's just a 10-user organization that uses Exchange Online with Office 365. Office 365 spam filtering actually blocks 99.3% of inbound mail. So 99.3% of their inbound mail is spam, and that all gets blocked by Office 365. So it just shows one of the benefits that comes within our product. It's easily managed as well. So if you feel that there's something that come through as spam that actually wasn't spam, or maybe something has got through the filtering system that is spam, you can go online into your admin and you can actually to block that from now on. You can set to always move that to your junk folder and change whatever you need to change. Again, this is just showing you some of the rules that you can do within your admin center. So some people actually use OneDrive for backing up their files, which is a great idea. I do it myself. So you use your My Documents when you're on your PC, and you're always saving to your My Documents. But what happens if that PC does, I don't know, set on fire, or you lose it, it gets stolen, something along those lines? You've kind of lost all of those files that are on that PC. What I do is every Friday I take a backup of all of my files and stick them into OneDrive, so I know that not only are they on every device that I've got, but also they're all backed up. I know that if anything happens to my main laptop or my main device, I've always got those documents, always got my email. I've got everything to just download when I get my new laptop, for instance. So there might be some admin or technical people on the call that are thinking, okay, but what about all of my users then having all of this data on their mobile devices, and what happens if they lose that mobile device, or what happens if they leave the company or something along those lines? Well, you can actually administer this all from the admin portal within Office 365. You can wipe devices, you can remove users, you can delete mailboxes, you can do all of that things, and as an admin you can get reports on people's mailboxes as well, which we'll come into in a second. So you should feel that you have got great security around the data and what's being used on all of these different mobile devices, and it's never out of your hands. And again, just showing you some easy tools to add security to the mobile devices on the online portal. So just going into the business continuity a little bit, again, like I said right at the beginning, and I've said a few times throughout this presentation, the 99.9% uptime guarantee is something Microsoft promote and push quite a lot. It's something not all cloud organizations can do. The likes of some of our competitors, Google, Amazon, all of the people that do hosted exchange, they can't guarantee a 99% uptime like Microsoft can. Again, rely on our 24-hour, 7 days a week support systems for business critical issues. And once again, we've got 33,000 partners in the UK, and you're partnered up with Nexus, who are a managed partner within Microsoft. That is, you're going to get a great service from those guys throughout your transition to the cloud, and then your journey onto the cloud and forevermore within Office 365. So this is just showing the admin portal in this screenshot and the dashboard, so you can actually come on and see the current health of your solution. So if you think there might be something wrong, say you've stopped receiving email and you're not sure if it's your internet, your laptop, or maybe it is Office 365, you can log onto the portal and actually see the current health, see if there's any issues, see when the service was restored, or if Microsoft are doing anything at all, any planned maintenance, for instance. And Microsoft will report on every planned maintenance that they do. We'll keep you up to date. We do this with all of our customers, so you know what's coming, you know if it's going to affect you in the future. Again, managing your organization from a centralized console. So this is just allowing you to add users, delete users, create users, add licenses, do anything you need to do. Say you've had to let somebody go within the organization. Well, that day or that minute, you can come online, remove their user account, wipe their devices, do all of that from a centralized console. And you also have full community support. So Microsoft have got over 1 million customers, I imagine, within the UK. I don't know the exact figure. They are all part of Office 365 community. They all post questions. They all answer questions. It's just part of it. If you have a question on Office 365, I'd actually recommend posting it to the community, because somebody there will be able to answer. Maybe it's myself, who's an avid community poster, or maybe it's another person that works within Microsoft, or maybe it's just a customer of Office 365, because they know the technology as well, and they're able to give answers to other customers as well. So just touching on the Trust Enterprise Grade Protection again, and some of the compliance features and all of that type of stuff. It's all online. Microsoft posts all of this publicly as to what we're doing, what we've got planned, and what we currently have. So you can go to our Trust Center, which is office.microsoft.com/trust-center. And this will give you every bit of information that you need around our encryption, around authentication, around all of the clauses that we meet in terms of the HIPAA and the BAA and the FISMA, all of that type of stuff, and what it means. You can go and find out online, so you can get full trust in where you're putting your data and the fact that Microsoft are holding and keeping your data safe and secure. So just looking at the build for tomorrow. So grow your business while spending less. So this is just a typical thing that Microsoft put out there as to, if you're an expanding organization, that you don't want to be investing in these servers, these Exchange servers and all this different stuff, because then what happens if you didn't expand anymore, but you just invested in all this hardware and technology? What Microsoft is allowing you to do is to scale when you need to scale with Office 365. You can up the amount of users whenever you need to. All it will do is just increase your monthly fee or increase your annual fee. So you can, if your business is a growing business, or you decided, okay, well, we've got 10 users at the moment, but we've got plans to go to 100 users next year, Microsoft can do that within the product, and we don't have any problem with adding that amount of licenses or increasing it by that much at any point. So reaching your business goals with always up-to-date tools. So with Office 365 and the fact that you're paying for a subscription model, it's allowing you to date with the latest technology. So for instance, Office 2013 is the current release, and Office 2011 for Mac. That's going to be upgraded very, very soon. Skype for Business, and when we launch that, you'll be able to get access to it very straight away within Office 365. The new version of SharePoint and OneDrive for Business. Again, whenever we update any of these products, we prioritize Office 365 customers to get the upgrades first, and that's all part of your cost. You don't have to pay extra or anything along those lines. So again, just investing for tomorrow with lower upfront costs. So manage your business with flexible subscription payments that lower your upfront costs. Reallocate the capital by reducing capital expenditures. Get enterprise-grade productivity and storage without enterprise-grade costs. The amount of products that are within Office 365 would cost thousands and thousands of pounds to kind of get in-house. For instance, the Exchange server, a SharePoint server, a Lync server, a OneDrive for Business server, all of those things. Plus then you've got to manage them. You've got to keep them up. You've got to make sure you stay up to date. They've got antivirus software and all of those things. What we're giving you is the enterprise-grade technology without having to do that upfront cost. We're giving you on a subscription model that you can invest in when you're ready. And again, focus IT efforts on strategic initiatives. So this is just very important. If there is any IT managers on the call and they're thinking, this is a great product, but you're kind of taking away my job if you're always keeping it up and you're doing all the fixing and all of that things. What an IT manager should be thinking right now is, how can I now be more productive? I should be becoming a SharePoint specialist or a OneDrive specialist or learning about Lync to enhance what the company does rather than just cost the company money. So what we're usually seeing is IT managers coming and saying, well, we've had to spend X because that server broke and that server broke and all of my time's being spent fixing the Exchange server. Well, taking that all away, you can then focus on what the business actually needs you for, and that's improving processes or building intranet sites to help you work better together, for instance. And this is just some of the feedback that we've had from some of our Office 365 customers within the UK. So Office 365 gives us all the IT that we need, and the best part is we don't have to manage or maintain it. It's all taken care of. Office 365 frees up a lot of our time and money to invest in growing and building our company. So again, just a few of the things that we've touched on throughout the presentation that we're actually seeing customers now feeding back and saying, actually, it's true. What you've done here has allowed us to do this and to do that. So for those people on the call that are probably thinking, okay, this is all great, but how much is this going to cost me? How much is the monthly fee? We haven't spoken about any sort of financial implications or anything like that yet. So the plan that we've actually presented today is called the Business Premium Plan, and that comes with all of the stuff that I spoke about. You can expand it and scale up to 300 users within the plan, and you can also mix and match with all the other plans. So whatever your needs are within the organization, we can find the right plan for you. You can mix and match across all of them anyway, so it's not a problem. This particular plan is £7.80 per user per month, but the guys at Nexus will be able to give you the quotes and things like that for Office 365, and will be able to provide you much more information on the price points that they can offer. Again, this is all of the business plans that sit within Office 365, and you can kind of see all of the features that you get. So for instance, the desktop apps, Office Online, and a terabyte of cloud storage just comes with the business. Business Essentials comes with everything but the Office desktop apps. And Business Premium comes with everything you need. So what are the next steps? So Nexus are going to follow up with all of you guys that have attended today. Hopefully answer any questions that you've got that you won't be able to think of today or anything along those lines. Again, I'll be available as a direct point of contact here at Microsoft for all of you as well. If you want to direct any questions to Chris and the team that need to come to me, or any feedback that you've got, that would be great. I'll be more than happy to answer them and come back to you guys on a personal level. So yeah, sign up for a free trial. Microsoft offer a 30-day free trial on most of the Office 365 plans. Assess your requirements. So go away and think about what you need and what your pain points are. So maybe it's your email doesn't sync. Maybe it's always down. Maybe you struggle with the downtime part. Maybe you've got different versions of Office throughout your organization. Or maybe you're struggling with communication in terms of when people are here, there, and everywhere within the Office. So yeah, go away, assess your requirements, speak to Nexus about them so they can actually pick the right plan for you going forward. and then begin to build your implementation plan with them. So it's all great in saying, okay, yeah, I really want to go to Office 365 and want to move to Business Premium plan because of this, and this. But actually, how are you going to move from where you are today to Office 365? And that's where our